What is up? Matthew Aaron here, and we're going to get started here in a few minutes. I see the viewers are still rising up a little bit, so people are still jumping on. Um, let's give it a few minutes. And I'm also going to, if you take notes and pay attention, I'm going to ask some questions along the way. So I'm going to provide you with information, and if you pay attention, I might just give you something for free at the end. So this is my way of hopefully enticing you to stay on for the entire thing. I'm not going to chit-chat too much, especially once we get going. Once we're started, I'm going to dive right into the training, and uh, this will not take that long. I mean, I'm the type of person that if I go an hour on a Hangout, that's way too long for me. Um, so you should, if you're watching this on YouTube, you should be able to, at the bottom or in the description, you should be able to access my personal page. There should be a link that says connect with me here. That's where I'll be asking some basic questions. And again, if you pay attention, they'll be really easy for you to answer. And again, I will give away something for free because that's what I like to do. I like to give away free stuff. So let's see. For some reason, the viewers are going up and down. So I'm hoping that people are able to see me. So I'm going to send a message real quick to someone who should be on. Give me 1 second. Just need to make sure that you guys can see me, you can hear me. People are still sharing the post. We just need to get some people on, some more people. All right, we're going to get started here shortly, you guys. So for those of you who just came on, we'll get started in about 2 or 3 minutes. And again, this is going to be a fast hangout. And if you want to grab a pen and paper, take notes, I will ask maybe 1 or 2 questions along the way. And if you're paying attention, you'll have a chance to win something for free. All right, I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. If one of you guys or a couple of you would go to my wall where you got access to this training and just comment somewhere on my wall, maybe on the main post, just let me know that you can see and hear me. Little help, please. Somebody's got to help me. All right, cool. I got confirmation. Thanks, David. All right, check this out. All right, so I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's this crazy new opportunity that has just came to the market, and it's amazing. Everyone who joins it now is going to make a ridiculous amount of money. So if you want my link and you want to join, I'll send it to you, and we're all going to get rich. No, I'm just kidding. But how many times? I mean, a lot of you guys watching this right now, you might have no clue who I am. You know, like who the heck is Matthew Aaron, and why is he pitching me on a business opportunity? But the thing is, you know, I'm on Facebook every day, a lot. That's where I do 99% of my marketing is on Facebook, and I get 3, 4, 5, 10 messages a day from people who don't even know who I am. That they just some of them do it over and over again. It's like every other week they're sending me a new little written up thing with a link to their new business, like check this out. And there's no relationship ever formed. or ever established prior to them pitching me. I'm sure that you've been there. You know, you may have done it yourself, um, but it doesn't work. You know, all the people that I join personally, who I join, are people who I know, like, and trust. They're people who I have some kind of respect for. They're a person of influence in my life. That's why I join them. So right now I'm just going to go over a number of different things. Hopefully I can change the way that you're doing things if you're not having success, and get you to the point that in actually sending out a message like that, if you're a person of influence and people look up to you, a compelling message with a link to join, they'll actually join. But if you're not at that level yet and you are not looked at as a person of influence and someone who provides value, and you're not looked at as a leader, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to build a business opportunity that way. So I hope that makes sense. And if that's something that you've done in the past, and maybe, I think what happens is sometimes, and I might even, I might send you a message saying, check out this new deal that I'm about to join, blah, 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 and you join, and you think that you can duplicate exactly what I just did because you signed up. But the thing is maybe you follow some of the things I do, and I have somewhat of an influence on you. Does that make sense? So what we need to do is get you to that level where you can send out a message like that and actually get sign-ups really, really quick. But there's a process that needs to take place before you can do that. I hope that makes sense. So right now I'm going to go over the basic process that needs to take place. And so what I do, and what I did in the beginning, so in the information I'm going to go over with you right now, this is information that if you apply it, you can get results. It's up to you whether or not you do, but I can tell you it completely works. It's what's worked for me, so there's no reason why it can't work for you either. And just so you know, this is training this is what I used in the beginning before anyone knew who Matthew Aaron was. So I'm going to share my screen now. All right, I am on my wall. So real quick, if someone else, or if you guys can go to my wall, if you don't mind, and just let me know you can see my screen. I'm going to make a post at the top. And some people that are watching this might be like, what the heck is this guy talking about? David, can you see my screen? You better be watching, man. Should be able to see it. All right, I can't move forward if no one comments. So this will be a really, really short training. All right, cool. Thanks, Rad. All right, so with marketing on Facebook, one of the main things that you don't want to do is have your business opportunity all over the place. So, like on my personal wall, I very rarely ever post a link to my business opportunity. And whenever I first started marketing online, I never, ever posted my link to my primary business opportunities. People would actually message me and start asking me, how I'm, like, what businesses am I in, and how am I sponsoring people without ever posting it publicly. So I'm going to go over exactly how I did that right now. So I'm going to use a friend of mine's page as an example. So a couple of my friends created this page a little over a month ago. So Shannon and Alicia set up this page. I helped them to get started, and I basically went over a daily action plan of things they should do on their page every single day to start attracting people to it. And then I showed them how to also drive more traffic to it. So what you can see here, I mean, this is a page that they started, I don't know, maybe a month ago. And they already have 760 likes on it, and they didn't buy likes. You know, there are ways that you can buy fake likes, which is a real dumb idea. These are truly organic likes, people who have, for some reason, liked their page. So there must be some kind of information that these people liked on their page that made them actually want to engage with it. So the first thing that I suggest doing, you can do this on your personal profile as well, but on a fan page, you have so many more capabilities of what you can do with it. That's why if you're just getting started and you really want to start heading in the right direction as a marketer, what I would suggest you do is start a fan page today. And don't make your fan page about, you know, your primary business opportunity or anything like that. Make it about you. You know, you should have an image of yourself on there. You know, make it about helping people. Basically, you want your fan page to be welcoming. You want it to be like a happy place. You know, you don't want it to repel people. You want it to bring people in and make people want to engage in it. So all the posts that you put on your fan page should just, and I'm not saying you should never ever post a link about a business opportunity. You can do it every once in a while, but I would keep that few and far between. So you want to post, you know, things that people actually want to engage in. You know, posts that people will like, comment on. So as you can see here, they're following my daily action plan pretty well. They're consistently posting, you know, uplifting things. And this is a fan page that they started a month ago. So for them to have this much engagement, which, I mean, they don't have, you know, 50,000 fans yet, but for them to start a month ago and already be posting and getting 14 likes and, you know, comments here and there on their stuff, it's really impressive, you know. And again, it's because they're doing the right things consistently on a daily basis. And that's another thing that I'm going to talk on right now, just because I said the word. You have to be consistent in how you do things. So if you're kind of a hit or miss person, and, you know, one day you're doing one thing, and then the next day you disappear for 3 days, and then you pop back, you know, people want to be able to know that you're going to be there. You know, people like consistent things in life. You know, like my wife, she likes to have things a certain way, and she likes that consistency in life. I think that's just the nature of most people. So you don't want to, you know, be doing things and following like a daily action plan for 3 days, and, you know, you don't get the results that you want in 3 days. Oh my gosh! And you just throw in the towel and quit. You've got to keep going, continuously moving forward. So what you have to do is basically set yourself up for success. So again, you create a fan page. It's about branding you, not about branding the business opportunity that you really have no control over. So you brand you as the product. You consistently post on your fan page inspirational quotes, motivational images, and you build up the engagement on your page. Then the next thing you're going to start doing a little bit later down the line, and Shannon and Alicia are almost to this point now, and they're probably there. Then you start creating events. So they could easily now, you know, the three of us could get together and say, look, we're going to do a live event next Saturday, and we could promote that event for the entire week. So in the way we could do, we'll basically create a webinar, something similar to this, but we'll create an opt-in where people need to give us their information before they can get access to that particular training. And it's a free training. You know, we always give away something of value up front for free. So that way we fill the seats to that, and then of course during that training it's up to them, but maybe they have some sort of a call to action for, you know, something that they have at the end that people can get. All right. Someone just said that they can see, but it keeps hanging out. I'm not sure what that means. Does anyone else having problems with? All right, everybody's good. I don't know what's going on, Benedict, but maybe it's your internet connection. I'm not sure, but I think everyone else is pretty much good to go. So back to what we were doing. So the first thing you need to do is create that happy, welcome place. You know, it's kind of like you're having a party, right? And you want people to come over to your place. Or maybe let's not even call it a party. A place, it's going to be some sort of a business type thing. But if you invite people into your home and you immediately start pitching them, and these are strangers, you know, so people, you know, like comparing it to like a home event. This is like your home. Your page is your home. And you start inviting people to your home, and the first thing you're doing as soon as they walk in the door is you're pitching them on some opportunity. It's not going to work. So the first thing you want to do is make it nice and welcoming. You know, offer them a drink. And then what you can do is, and the best way to get people to come to your home is to offer them something that they want for free, something of value. You know, so what are some problems that you're currently having? What are some problems that you know others have had in this industry that we can help them with? So one of the most simple things that grabs everybody's attention is like this particular ad here that we've put together. You know, it says, want to find out how I generate 10 to 15 leads a day on Facebook, completely free, on cruise control. Like my page and ask me how. So there's three. Something I wanted to say, and I should have already said it, but there's three keys to you generating leads, really in any business. And we'll say on Facebook. There's three keys to you generating free leads on Facebook. The first thing is you have to have exposure, meaning on whatever ad, whatever advertisement that you're doing, you need to make sure people actually see it. So you could have the best thing in the world to offer somebody. I mean, it could be so amazing that truly everyone in the world would be foolish not to get it. But if you can't put that offer that's so amazing that everyone in the world should get it, if you can't put it in front of anyone's eyes, then how's anyone going to know that they need it in the first place? So you have to have exposure. So what I do is I just do things differently on Facebook. For the most part, it's always a pitch fest. You know, everyone joins these new business opportunities, and everyone's saying how great it is, and it's like a battle on like who can be more convincing to the other person to get them to quit their current business opportunity and join them in theirs, only to find out that it's the same frickin' thing. It's just a different name of a different company, and they do things slightly differently. Rather than doing that, what you can do, and if you're not a part of a lot of groups, I'm going to go just to show you a couple examples here. Excuse me. All right, so I got all these crazy groups that I'm in. Let's just see if we can grab one for an example. All right, we'll go into this one and see what's going on in here. All right. Now, if I happen to come across an ad that's yours, you know, I'm not trying to call you out, but let's just take a look at a couple ads here. All right, so I don't want to read all this, but she starts off with a negative thing. First of all, maybe you're skeptical about a new social media IQ Connect, blah, blah, blah. All right, some kind of thing. And then she has her link right to her deal, and that's it. So, in my opinion, this ad will not convert at all. Very, very bad chances at an ad. Let's see here. All right, no comprende on that one. You know, a new feeder matrix. A bunch of people pitch in their deals. All right, so as you can see, for the most part, these people are all a part of different business opportunities, right? Just like you and me, we're all in some kind of deal. Some of us might have 2, 3, 4, 5 deals, you know. But I don't need another deal right now. What I need, and I think you might need, is I need people to join my deal or I need to make money. I mean, do you need to make money? So how do we do that? First of all, the second key, first key is exposure. You need people to see these great offers you have. The second key, you have to have an irresistible offer. An irresistible offer. What I mean by that is you have to be able to offer something to your target market. Right now, my target market are people just like you. People that are in this industry who have a desire to make money working from home, to create a secondary income in addition to the current job, working part-time, or to create a full-time income, living the life that a lot of people dream of having, chilling on the beach and, making $1,000 a day. So, what is it that the majority of people in our industry need? I mean, there's a lot of different things that they need. There's things they want. So everything you want to address a problem, solve it, provide a solution to a problem, or offer people something that they want and need. And the best way to do it is to offer something up front for free, so they don't have to buy anything right from the jump. You want to be able to connect with them, get them to hear your voice, get them to chat with you, start building that relationship first, and then you can offer them something really, really cool. And I don't suggest, even at that point, I don't suggest it being your primary business opportunity. You offer them a solution to a problem first, and you offer them a bunch of value up front for free. But if they want the whole enchilada, they want it all, you have an affiliate product, is what I recommend, that you have up front that when they get it, it's going to help solve more of their problems. So here's just a simple example of an ad, and you already saw one on Shannon and Alicia's page. So, and you need to have multiple ads too, because if you are constantly posting that same exact ad all the time, it will become white noise. Once too many people see the same ad, they start to skip by it. So, again, provide a solution to a problem. So something like, find out how I am able to do X, Y, Z. Oops, Z. So whatever it is, find out how I'm able to do X, Y, Z. So this one is funny for me. I love to take naps. Find out how I'm able to do X, Y, Z, even while I'm taking my naps, and then. So that's basically whatever you want to insert for X, Y, Z. Find out how to do something, or you also like free videos. Free video reveals how I do this, and then what I like to do is I like to generate a lead and connect with the person as quickly as possible. The faster that I can get somebody to connect with me and start to communicate with them, the quicker that I can start to build that relationship, to establish that trust with them. So typically, a lot of times people will want to put a link to a capture page, and there's nothing wrong, and you can do it, but it's just a longer process. The process that I'm showing you now can take a cold lead and get them to become someone who joins you in a business or gets something from you 10 times faster, because you're making them. I'm going to make the person connect with me directly. So rather than putting a link to a capture page where the person opts in and then they're then put into my my autoresponder, and I start to communicate with them slowly that way, what I do is I like to send the person to my fan page. So find out how to do X, Y, Z even while I'm taking my naps. And then I'll just say, like my page and ask me how. Then I put the link to my fan page there. And then I like to do fear of loss. So I'm a busy person. I really don't have time to help everyone today. So I can say something like, so I'm only willing to help 3 people today, and maybe you can help 5 people or whatever it is. Some days I might say I'm willing to help 3 people, and I might have time to help a fourth. So, and then you can add an image too. Images grab people's attention as well. So simple stuff. Find out how I'm able to do X, Y, Z even while I'm taking my naps. Like my page and ask me how. So Susie Q sees this and she's like, I want to know how to do X, Y, Z. Like my page and ask me how. Willing to help 3 people, and I would even add like 4 free today. So now it's like, do you like chocolate chip cookies? I'm gonna give you some free chocolate chip cookies, and I'm putting them right in front of their face. So the link is here. Like my page and ask me how. That's telling them what they need to do in order to obtain that information. So what I like to say is a lead is anyone who comes to me in any way who would like to obtain some kind of information from me or you. That is a lead, and these are the best leads you can get because they're not just opting into an autoresponder. They're coming directly to me, so they're going to message me and ask, or if you're not using your fan page, rather than like my page and ask me how, you could use your personal profile. Again, I suggest using a fan page, but you could say, message me and ask me how. But with this, the way I'm doing this, with the like my page part of it, a lot of times people will only like the page because anytime you ask them to do something that requires them to stand out, to send a message, people get scared. So what ends up happening, let's just say that I'm just going to use Shannon and Alicia's page again. So I have their link to their page here. They're going to teach me how to do X, Y, Z. I'm going to delete this now. I click on the link that goes to their fan page. Boom. I land on their page. I take a look around, and it's non-threatening, very welcoming. Nothing about a business opportunity or anything like that on here. So I'm like, wow, this person may actually not pitch me on a business opportunity. How freaking rare is that? So the first thing I'm going to do before I ask how is I'll click on like. Yep, I like their page. Sweet. Now I'm going to take a look around, and I might say, yeah, I want to know how to do this, and I'll start posting, or I might just, these people are doing here. I want more information, please. So, they've had this particular, and they had another one too. I just wanted to take a look at this while we're here. They had another ad on their page, Shannon and Alicia, that had tons and tons of interaction on it. It had so much interaction on it, and so many people asking them how and wanting more information that they couldn't keep track of, who they had communicated with and who they hadn't. Because on a fan page, sometimes it can get kind of jumbled up. But you can see they just posted this a couple of days ago, and they already are getting tons and tons of information, or tons and tons of hits on it. So right there is proof that this strategy works. So what all they're doing is they have an irresistible offer, how to generate leads. They're putting it in front of tons and tons of people by putting it in Facebook groups. It's free advertising for them, and they're driving the traffic to their happy place. So they post the ads throughout all the groups. All that traffic from those people wanting to obtain that information is then driven to their fan page. People like it, and people ask them how. There's also going to be a lot of people, again, like I was just saying a few minutes ago, who will like the page, but they won't ask how. So another thing that they can do is they can go and they can see the people who have liked their page recently. So they also, and this is something that, just to be clear, you have to be careful with doing this because you don't want to message too many people who are not your friends, because Facebook will smack you for that. So if they wanted to message a couple people here about, I hope that not everybody's getting kicked off. It's being recorded, so if you happen to get kicked off at some point, I will be getting this to you. But if you stay on and wait, I might give you something for free. So back to what I was saying. Again, you don't want to message a lot of people, but say that Connie, for example, liked the page, but she hasn't asked how. She hasn't sent a message. She hasn't asked directly on the page. So she's basically said, look, I want the information, but I'm a little bit scared to ask for it. So they can simply send Connie a message and connect with her. You know, hey, Connie, thanks so much for liking my page. Do you want to know how I do X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah? You know, message me back. Let me know. All right, have a great day. Something like that. Or another thing to take it to another level is they take a look at Connie's page. Where's Connie from? All right, she's from Minnesota. You know, Shannon and Alicia are from Minnesota. So you can find common ground. You can start to get this conversation going. And before you know it, Connie is connected with Shannon and Alicia, and they're starting to build that relationship, gaining that trust, and they then can offer to help. Not only do they have the ability to offer, you know, my system, the unlimited lead system, to them, but there's nothing that stops you or them from starting to help that person along the way before they even offer that product. So you start to give before you receive. Does that make sense? So like the 3 keys to generating free leads on Facebook. Number 1 is exposure. You have to be able to put your offer in front of a lot of people. Number 2, you have to have an irresistible offer, something that people want and need, or a solution to a problem that people are having. And the third thing, and the third thing isn't something that's mandatory, it's just something that I suggest, is once you have an irresistible offer and you want to put it in front of as many people as possible, if you sat there and tried to copy and paste a message into these groups one at a time, it's going to take you forever. I mean, you basically would spend your whole entire day just posting messages. What you want to do and what you should do is focus on the people who are interested in what you have to offer. So automate your advertising. And what I mean by that, if you're not using some kind of a posting tool, and there's tons of them to choose from, they range in price, they range in the capabilities that they have, but what you want to do is use a posting tool to get those messages out. And in using posting tools, just pay attention, you want to be careful with them. You don't want them, you know, posting too frequently, because posting tools are known to get people in trouble, but if you use them properly, you can push come right to the edge without getting yourself in trouble. So if you don't know about posting tools, get back to me or get back to whoever invited you to this particular hangout for this training. Connect with them and see if they have a posting tool that they would be willing to help you with. Let's see here. So the overall gist of things on what I wanted to go over with today is creating a welcoming place for people to land. Offer people something that they want and need. Don't pitch your business opportunities up front. The way that you get people to join your business opportunity is by first helping them. By helping them solve a problem, you're going to be doing something that probably the current sponsor and sponsors of the past have never been willing to do. And as you help them and you start building that relationship with them, in time, one of two things are going to happen. They're either going to ask you what you're a part of. People ask me all the time what opportunities I'm in. Or they're going to be at that point where you can start to offer them and make a suggestion that they join your opportunity to become a complete business partner of yours. And at that point, that barrier or that wall of rejection will be lowered so much that they're going to be a lot more likely to say, you know what, I'll go ahead and join your team. I like working with you. You've been willing to help me, and I believe that you'll continue to help me. So your conversion rates will go from nil to through the roof, and you'll start being able to build your primary business opportunity as well. So what I'm going to do now, I have one simple question, and let's see here. If you'll go to my wall, I'm just going to ask one question. Troy, right now the posting tool that we've been using is BMID, is the one that most of the people that are working with me are currently using. All right, so here's a question, and the first person who answers this, I will give free access to, actually I'll do the first 2 people who answer this question correctly. The first 2 people answer this question correctly, I'm going to give free access to my brand new course, the Unlimited Lead System. So if you answer the question, you got it. And I'm on my wall. All right, so what are the 3 keys to generating free leads on Facebook? That's it. So the first 2 people who answer that, I will give access to my course for free. Those of you who don't win it for free, that's okay. Right now, I'm giving you access to everything I just went over. I'm going to show you how to set up a fan page the right way. I'm going to give you the daily action plan. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to be doing as far as the advertising. We have people who are using posting tools all the time. They know how to use them correctly, so you don't get yourself in trouble. We're going to show you how to put everything together to start driving traffic to your fan page, so you'll have people coming to you with their hand in the air, asking you for help, rather than you having to beg people to join your primary business opportunity. Won't it be nice for people to come to you instead? So either way, whether you win the training, you get it for free, or if you don't win, it's okay. Right. And also another thing I'll do for you today, and the price point on my system is ridiculously low. I mean, retail on it's $37. I mean, I could easily justify selling this for a lot more. But right now, if you take action today, what I'll also do is I'll give you 50% off. So I'm going to give you access to that system, the Unlimited Lead System, that goes over everything I just went over and more. You get access to my group where you can ask trainings, and any question that you have, I don't care if you think it's a silly question, I want you to ask it so we can get you to continue to move forward so you can become a better marketer. So today, message me if you want access to the system, or message the person who connected you to this Hangout. Get with them and ask them to tell them that you want access to the system today, and we'll give you 50% off. So for $18.50, one-time fee, this isn't a monthly reoccurring thing. For $18.50, you can get access to this system today. With that said, if you have any more questions, get the system, get access to my group, and let's get you rocking and rolling.